That's right out of my discovery from when they charged me.
No. Is this? Can I see the pictures?
That's what the police gave me out of my discovery. That whole 2 years I fought this case, that's the evidence they had on me.
Okay. Now, these are your photographs that you're showing me?
Yes.
You want to make a circle where you say his handprints are?
I'm sorry?
You want to make a circle where you want me to see his handprints are. And maybe you have better photographs.
I do. They're here.
Well, I'd like to take a look at them because those don't show me anything. I mean, this spot right here? Is that what you're talking about?
That was just a scratch on the other side from his fingernail. I'm talking on the top one, if you can see some fingerprint.
Okay, now, what happened in January of 2024?
So the charges were dismissed. I fought that case for 2 years.
He took a plea deal, Your Honor.
What happened to the case that you fought?
Oh, it dismissed with prejudice.
I'd like to see.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
I have them here if you'd like. I have copies.
I would.
Shows that they were dropped in part of a plea deal.
I can't hear you when I'm reading. This is interesting. Sir, you took a plea in January of 2024 to violating the temporary protection order.
Yes, ma'am, not in this.
Okay. And what did that violation allege?
That I went to the house?
Just that you went to the house?
That's what a protective order is?
No. Just that you went to the house is my question.
That's what I pled to. I mean, that's contact order. That's what I pled to.
I have the police report for that violation
I'd like
as well.
to see it.
I've got the police report for both violations. You want just the first one that we're talking about?
I'd like to see both.
Okay.
Both violation? What's she talking about?
And then I also have 4 more copies of protective orders as well. If you'd
No,
like
I
to
don't
see
need
those.
What? I need, not right now. Okay, this occurred in October of 2022 on her complaint that you had gone to pick up your daughter from friends and failing to return her. That's what this was about.
That's not what happened.
I'm just telling you what the complaint was.
I ain't never got no paper like that, though. I never got charged with that.
Polidor was screened on count 1 of the violation of the protective order for his action of calling Purcell.
I never got. That's a lie.
Calling Purcell as opposed to only contacting her by text message.
Nah, that ain't true.
As ordered and served in the protective order.
That ain't true.
I'm just trying to figure out what you pled guilty to.
I told you.
What?
Violation of protective order.
By what conduct?
She invited me to the house. I went to the house.
On what date?
That was October. I went to, was it November? I went to jail that night.
It would be the police report that's highlighted in blue.
You're giving you all kind of stuff. I ain't never even seen that in my life. Never even heard this.
I'm sorry, the green highlighted police report is what he's speaking of right now. The one that you have in your hand, it's got the green tag.
I want to know what he pled guilty to.
He had texted me, said he was out of money, and asked if there was any insulin in my fridge that he could come and get. And I put it on the porch, sent him a picture of it, and said, come get it off the porch and go, because I had a protective order. And I didn't lock my door. I wasn't really good at locking my door. And he had walked in, and I was doing the dishes, and the baby was sitting there, and I told him, like, she did the little baby bounce, like she was happy to see him. So I said, okay, 10 minutes, but you gotta go. Well, then he grabbed some alcohol off my counter and started drinking it. He didn't want to leave, and we got into an altercation at that time. And he poured beer on our infant daughter. And that is the one that he pled guilty to, that violation of protective order.
Okay, so in January of 2024, I am correct, sir, that you went to court and resolved all of these outstanding protective orders by you taking a plea to violating the temporary protection order, and all the other charges were dismissed with prejudice, and she was granted a permanent protective order.
Yeah, and I was glad to sign it, too.
That's either a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay, so you had a permanent protective order.
And it also...
May I?
You want to see it?
Yes.
It also, I've highlighted it. It says that he's supposed to pay me restitution.
I just want to see it, please.
Read it.
Okay, so she has a permanent protective order that looks like it expires in the year 3000.
Yeah, yes.
I hope you're here when it expires.
Me too.
So, now you pled guilty.
Yes, I did take a plea deal, but they didn't have evidence on me in the first place. Like, there's nothing on this young lady. There ain't nothing on her.
Well, you had an absolute opportunity at the time when the judge was hearing all of these matters that had been pending for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
To say, I did violate the temporary order of protection. I'm prepared to take a plea to that, but I want a trial on the original request for an order of protection.
On the original request, like, that had nothing to do with this case, and I'm just gonna say it like this. Why would I take that to trial when I fought that for 2 years? They didn't have any evidence on me in the first place.
I don't know
and it
why,
got
sir.
dismissed. It got dismissed.
I don't know
like,
why.
Why would I keep messing with my life?
You want to tell me what your counterclaim is?
Yes, so there is a loss of wages, which
What?
There were 5 court appearances that I had to go to that I missed work for.
Who cares?
And then the other is the $2,000 is for my assault for when he assaulted me, because when I hit him, I did hit him, but I hit him in self-defense because he was assaulting me.
I don't understand. So you want your lost wages, which you're not getting.
Okay.
You didn't go to a doctor, hospital, anything else for these marks that I can hardly see in your photographs.
Correct.
Okay? And you went to work, so you didn't miss a day of work, even the day after the incident.
Yeah, so the work that I missed was for courts.
I don't care.
Okay.
What else?
That's it.
Do you see your daughter regularly?
Nah,
The protective order says that you can see your daughter.
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you contact her mother.
Yes, ma'am, and I've reached out to her mama. She ain't never got back to me.
Nope.
So, no, there's only one thing to do now, and as soon as I leave here, please believe I'm gonna do it. Yep, it's coming. It's coming.
What?
I'm about to file for visitation. I ain't seen my
Well,
daughter
that's
in
a
2
very,
years.
very good idea, Mr. Polidori.
Why?
That's a very good idea that you file for visitation.
yeah,
It would have
100%.
been my first stop, not in civil court, but my first stop was to file to see my daughter.
Can I say
not
something?
Not file for what?
Well, I gotta get my life right. I can't, like, after all this, I've had to rebuild everything. I lost my job. A whole bunch of stuff happened behind this, so I have to rebuild my life. I am working right now, yes. And of course, I'm gonna go file for a visitation with my daughter, but I had to get my stuff right. I can't go and my baby's life just broke down. Come on, man, I ain't gonna do that. Now, I'm in a position to where I can go do it, because this is bogus. This is so bogus.
So then you should go to family court
100%,
and
I'll
get
do
it
it.
straight.
Yep.
This is not the court for you to get it straight. I can't do that for you.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you to give me the money she owed me.
She doesn't owe you any money.
She don't owe me money for busting my leg like that?
What I said to you is you had an opportunity to question whether or not
Right.
this act was in self-defense, which she says it was, for this choking. I don't know if that happened, but you had
You
an
see the
absolute
pictures.
opportunity when you were before a court to say, I did not do that,
I've been
and
saying
I
it for
want a
2 years.
trial on that with a lawyer.
I fought that case for 2 years. That being on my mental...
We're done. I've explained it as best as I can. Your counterclaim is dismissed, as is your claim, sir. I suggest your next stop is family court.
This court is adjourned.